welcome to EdTechX Stories. My name is Benjamin Vedrenne-Cloquet. I'm CEO and co-founder of EdTechX Holdings and partner at Ibis Capital. EdTechX Stories is a short weekly interaction with CEOs, founders, investors, and innovators shaping and making the future of education and work. So welcome to EdTechX Stories, and I hope you enjoy our next session. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Elnaz Sarraf. I was born in 1985 in Tehran, Iran. Now I live in San Jose, California, and I am the founder and CEO of Roybee. I am here today to talk about education and artificial intelligence.
Hello, Elnaz. Welcome to EdTech Stories. You are the CEO of Roybi. But before we talk about your company and how you change education, let me start with a personal question. And this question is, how did you end up in that position? I mean, is there a defining moment or defining someone in your life that inspired you to lead and co-found education technology business?
I think education has always been a great passion of mine, but a lot of it really goes back to my own experience as a child because I was really fortunate that my parents paid a lot of attention to my education. Growing up, I learned about many different skills from painting to music and even assembling computers. And I think that diverse background really helped me to become the person I am today. Even when I was a child, I started learning the English language. And when I moved to the US, it really helped me to communicate with people. I already knew the language, I already was kind of familiar with the culture. And I wanted to start my business to give this opportunity to many children around the world to be able to learn and get educated based on their interests and abilities, especially in early childhood education because it's a very critical time in their growth and development.
Okay, and so let's talk about your company now. So, company is Roybi, right? How would you describe it? Is it an artificial intelligence, an education company, a robotic company? How would you describe it?
Ruby is an AI powered educational robot for kids. We are focusing on ages between 2 to 8. Right now, we are focusing on language learning, communication skills, and Roybee comes with a lot of lessons on a daily basis. And we use artificial intelligence in many different ways. For example, we have voice recognition engine that has been developed specifically for children. We actually hold a patent for this, and we use also AI for face and emotion detection because we want to make sure that Roybee interacts with kids. But I'd say when you look at Roybee, a lot of people see it as a toy, but we constantly say it's an edutainment system because it has the capability to grow with the child, to learn about them, and gradually use its machine learning to adjust the content based on the child's abilities and interests.
Mhm. And you focus on early education, and sometimes early education and technology could appear a bit dangerous because you don't necessarily want to have early child being, facing technology too early. What do you say to this argument?
That's a really good question. Our society is changing really rapidly. The way even I grew up and got educated, was totally different than today. Anything you learned 6 months ago is probably not even relevant today. So we have a society that is so familiar with technology, but when it comes to children, we want to make sure they get familiar with the technology in the safest way possible, and Roybi can really provide an environment to introduce children to a sophisticated technology with AI, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and help children to learn and have fun, learn through play. And of course, we really want to take kids off of large displays like phone, tablet, TVs. And I think these are some of the benefits for children. While they are being introduced to technology, they can also learn and have fun.
Mhm. So, give me an example of artificial intelligence in Roybi that is actually better than a kindergarten teacher or a parent for early childhood?
So we don't say we are better. Roybi is really like an assistant to teachers, to parents, and even students. It is here to aid them and support them. And in terms of artificial intelligence, Roybi is here. What it has is with the voice recognition, it's kind of like a teacher. It can understand what the child says, and because this engine was developed specifically for children, we have a lot of measurements in place. And what it does is, on a daily basis, it can teach kids many different subjects. And also, I want to mention that there is a huge shortage in the world, 69 million teacher shortage. And Roybe can really become a teacher to go in so many places that they do not have resources. And of course, teachers can also put their own content and curriculum within Roybe and be able to reach millions of children that they do not have access to quality education.
Okay. And what is the one thing about online education you wish was discussed more those days? Because everyone talk about edtech, it became very popular because or thanks to the pandemic. But are we talking enough about efficacy, about the impact of artificial intelligence? What is this one thing about online education you would want to be more talked about?
I think, in our field, in AI, what I see is that there's still a lot of people being kind of conservative when it comes to AI. For example, we hear some educators say, we want to use AI to replace them. Or some parents think, we want to use AI to use their children's data to do something. But actually, what I want to really see moving forward is for AI to feel like a friendly technology, because it is really here to change our lives, to help us do things faster, learn subjects and everything much faster than before. And what I want to see that people talk about, especially media, is the benefits of AI moving forward, because personalized learning, personalized assessment, and giving personalized attention to students is going to be really the future of learning.
Very good. And there's one question for you. Are you a lifelong learner? And what are you learning right now?
Everything. One of my most favorite things to do on a daily basis is to open my YouTube and see all these recommendations about all kinds of different things, from finance, business, fitness, music, and so many things. And I love learning. I can't tell you how much I've learned over the past 2 years, especially, saving a lot of time, not spending that time commuting for like 2, 3 hours every day. I spent all that time, learn about many different things like investment, marketing, sales, so much that I think, we have to learn all our life, because as I mentioned, everything changes so rapidly, and we really need to make sure we are up to date in terms of our knowledge.
Very good. We're now getting to the rapid fire section of our interview. So I'm going to ask you 6 questions and you're going to have to answer by A or B. No joker allowed, no A and B, just has to say A or B. Okay, are you ready?
Mhm.
Let's go. State school or private school?
Uh, I'd say A,
Okay,
state
state
school.
school. Learn or play?
Play.
Grit or grades?
Great.
Profit or impact?
Impact.
Learners or shareholders?
Learners.
And this one is going to be very hard. Teacher or technology?
Teachers.
Very good. And so finally, who would you like to nominate to be part of our next EdTech story?
It is really hard to just give one name, because I believe anybody working on EdTech space and creating products and working on different innovations. They're incredible people that they're trying to do amazing things to impact the industry. So instead of giving one name, I want to actually give a website's name that is full of EdTech female founders. The website is edtechfemalefounders.org. It was actually originally created by one of the accelerators we were part of called Supercharge Accelerators. There are a lot of incredible women in education, and I hope to see all of them on the interview.
Okay, well, I'll try to invite all of them then. Thank you very much, Elnaz. Thank you for joining EdTechX Stories. Again, you're the CEO and founder of Roybee, and we hope to see you soon and wish you good luck in the development of Roybee. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Thank you for having me. Bye bye.